Tally ho!
Hello.
That was a delayed reaction.
It was a little bit like a delayed action. So, yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is time for
Is the
Warped Ones Live.
Can we get the chat on the side?
We can get the chat on the side. Warped Ones Live.
What
There.
one's live?
Let's debate the slate.
Debate the slide.
We are here to debate the slate. Yes. So it is Thursday, the 7th of September. And the data slate has been released this afternoon. We've all been at work, so we haven't really had a chance to look at it. So we're coming at it completely fresh. But we thought it would be cool just to we're going to chat anyway. So we thought we'd just jump online and see about anybody who wants to chat with us. So we thought we'd just give it a go and see what happens. Yeah. So should we have a look at the new rules first?
Let's do the rules.
Data slate, because the new rules were quite cool.
The balanced data slate. Yeah. So, biggest change probably made with the new rules is the change to devastating wounds.
We all used to love devastating wounds,
Didn't we?
We did. So
Well, for me.
hated him and his devastating.
Oh my god. So devastating wounds. So previously devastating wounds was if you roll a 6 on your wound roll, then you didn't even have to roll a 6 on your wound roll. For some armies, you just if there was a 6 involved, then it turns the damage characteristic into mortals, which is fantastic when you've got D6 plus 2 damage weapons, dev wounds. So now mortal wounds has always rolled over. Okay, so if you got lucky and you managed to do 8 mortal wounds, if you've got a squad of 10 1-wound models, you're doing 8 mortal wounds, you're wiping out 8 of a unit of 10 with 1 shot. Filth. Utter filth. Okay, so now dev wounds, each time that a attack is made with such a weapon, if it scores a critical wound, so a wound roll of 6, you can't make a saving throw of any kind against it, including invuln saves. All right, but such attacks are only allocated to models after all the other attacks have been made, and the damage then doesn't roll over.
That's basically the only difference.
So the only difference, because mortal wounds, you don't take a save anyway, do you?
No.
You just go straight through. But the difference is that if you shoot a shot at something which does, I don't know, 12 damage. I wonder what would have that kind of stupid thing. 12 damage. What you're not going to do is kill 12 models.
No, it's 12 damage on one model.
Yes.
And that's what we said we'd like in the first place, because that's so much better. Then you've got guns doing what they're designed to do. If you've got a big gun, it's going to take down a big thing.
It's what it's designed. Yeah. That's what it's meant to do. That's the whole point. Like of a big heavy devastating wounds weapon was meant to do.
So I think that's a good change. I think that's a good change.
I think that's a great change. Leigh, do you think that's a good change?
No, to be fair.
He was relying on that.
It could have been a lot worse, because I was expecting actually them to say that you couldn't
can use modified.
You couldn't use a modified dice roll like a fate dice or a miracle dice thing to do it, and that would actually completely wipe that entire unit. We're talking about D cannons.
Leigh and his D cannons.
D cannons go boom. Or D cannons go by.
For my list.
Let's wave off the D
Price goes up.
Damage
goes down.
I haven't seen the points yet, but I'm going to wave the D cannons goodbye.
130.
130, is it?
I think it's 130 points.
Oh, what a shame, Leigh. What a shame.
So I was expecting the balanced slate to come out and say that actually you've got to roll the unmodified 6 and that you can't use any modified, which would have probably hurt the D cannons more than this. Yeah. So this is probably, out of what it could be, not actually too bad.
I like this. I like it.
I think it's a good rule.
You're just going to kill a model. I like it. It's gone for your army.
It's more fair in what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So another thing that's a lot of Custodes players are bitching about on Facebook is
poor Custodes players. They've had it bad.
Hey, we've gone up in price. Is that we have, Custodes have a 4-up feel no pain to mortal wounds that devastate. These aren't counted as mortal wounds anymore. They're devastating wounds. Now, I haven't read it yet, but apparently the rules commentary does state that that like this comes under.
It does come under mortal wounds.
Does come under the mortal wounds in terms of feel no pain. So I would still have the feel no pain. I haven't read that yet, but just what I've read. But there's a lot of bitching.
Not from the 40k community. I doubt that very much. Surely, everyone likes to take a rule and just digest it and be level-headed how they approach these things
and abuse it.
Choose it to its life, and then moan when it gets changed. Leigh.
Hey, I only cheat by adding more units.
That's true. It's true. You take more than the points worth.
Yes.
That's probably the biggest change, I think, or one of the biggest changes from the data slate, which I think is it's a change that needed to happen because it was like mortals in 9th were good, but you weren't really ever doing that many.
Yeah, it was manageable.
In 10th, you have the ability to do 8 or 10 or 12 mortal wounds from one unit, and you're like, that's
you think about it, like one shot effectively in theory could kill a unit of Space Marines.
Oh, Adams said aye, Adam.
Which one, the left or the right?
So our 4th member Adam can't be with us today. He has a bad case of pink eye, so he's struggling.
What happens when you shit on a pillow?
That's Adam's fault. We told him to keep it in his trousers.
Yes.
And yes, he does it when we're playing games, so there we go.
Exactly. It's not being funny. If you have watched any of our battle reports, you will know that he is a trumper of the maximum amount. I have never known a man stink and release gas like that man.
This is Papa Nurgle and Zeke working together.
Oh my god, it's terrifying. And so definitely, strangely enough, he now has a very pink eye. Now, joking aside, I don't think it is actually pink eye. I think it is something else. And he's gone to hospital, so we wish him all the What? Secretly, we're all hoping, Adam, that you're sent home with a little note saying, it's pink eye, stop pooing on your pillow. Anyway,
next small change.
The old dev wound has nothing on me.
That is true.
Yes, you don't knock out models, you knock out the players.
Technically, he knocks out models as well because he broke my Transcendent Catan last time I saw him. But we won't talk about that, Adam. No. I won't tell everybody how you snapped the base of my Transcendent Catan. That's just between friends.
Which is an easily accessible model that you could just go into any Games Workshop and buy.
I can just buy any Tesseract Evolved I need, and it's there. Nice, cheap, and easy. So good times, Adam. I love you, man. You're almost worth a Transcendent Catan.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Okay, I like that rule.
Yes. That rule is good. That rule is good. Yeah, dev wounds
Yeah. So what's the next one? We got
modifying a stratagem CP cost.
Oh, this is bullshit.
This annoys me as well,
doesn't it? I've just read it. Well. You're buggered. Yes. Go on, tell us, Leigh.
So the wording is rules that modify a CP cost of a strat when you target a particular unit can only do so for a stratagem that targets multiple units if every unit you target has the same ability to modify the CP of that stratagem. Mm-hmm. Rules that modify the CP cost of a strat but do not specify the name of the specific stratagem can only be used to affect CP of battle tactic stratagems. It does not apply to Air Castle Colossus, Striding Colossus, Towering Wraith construct abilities. Basically, long story short,
Custodians can't fight first for free. You can't vect, so you can't add a CP to Overwatch, for example. Vect is the posh term that the Warhammer use, if you don't know, for when you make a stratagem cost extra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, it has to be a specific. It has to be a battle tactic stratagem.
Which certainly, for the little Salamander army I've got, where I've got all those flamers, now you can't stop me from overwatching on a 1 CP.
No.
That makes me happy.
Yep. Because that's what I did to you, wasn't it?
That's what you did to me. That was my whole idea. I'm going to take as many flamers as I can. I'm just going to overwatch every single turn. And then it was like 2 CP, and I was like, that's that time.
There are still some good strats that you can use it on.
Yeah.
I mean, like the contempt you said was about a tactic. for example.
Armour of Contempt battle tactic,
Which
for
is a
Space
very
Marines.
handy one.
So is for Space Marines if you want to do Storm of Fire, which gives you an extra point of AP and
I
Dev
think
Doctrine and
the
things like that.
Sun's one where you can reroll the hit and wound roll of a psychic weapon.
Yeah,
tactic.
I mean it hurts some things.
Yeah, I mean, I
Rapid Ingress. I
No.
can't remember.
No,
Oh, it's not. So you can't Rapid
Strategic.
Ingress for free, which is something I like to do as well.
free. What? Oh yeah.
Because it would be.
No, because that's the modifier. Yeah, that's the modifier. You're mixing them up because that's modifying it. You've gone on to the.
Oh, have I gone on to the next
Oh,
one?
we done two.
The stratagems can be used more than once per phase per turn. That now only applies to battle.
No. You could do Rapid Ingress for free if you had a captain who had the ability to use a free stratagem.
Oh yeah, specifically calling out rapid ingress.
No. You
Right.
could use it for free if it was just using a stratagem, because it's a stratagem to Rapid Ingress, and if you had the captain that had the ability, you can't now. It's not a battle tactic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it now? So basically, for vecting, for increasing amount, and for abilities that use a stratagem more than once per phase or turn, it now is battle tactics.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's for all those Space Marine captains and shield captains and whoever else for other armies that I don't know that have the free
Yeah, so now what this means for all of us is we're going to have to really scramble into our stratagems and have a look and see what actually is a battle tactic. Because then
you need to know what your opponent's strats are.
And potentially that's a big swing in power from different armies, because if you've got really good battle stratagems, tactical stratagems, and compared to others, then actually that's going to be, you're going to be wanting lots of those used for free, aren't you? Really?
And like you said, if that's like an assassin, or for me, I've got an enhancement that can do something like that, or something.
And I wonder whether, and I wonder how does that affect then? Because obviously those are. Like, speaking of like Grey Knights, you want to take you had one model which would give you that ability to use a stratagem again.
Yeah,
but do you want to bring him now? Do you know what I mean? If you're limited now to those ones, you're going to have to look very carefully and see how do they fit into your plan, whether you want to use them again. Because actually, it might be now ability on a different model might be better.
Yes.
So it makes it rather than going there almost a definite include, because I can use anything over and over again. It's now going actually.
It arguably doesn't stop me from taking a Vect model if that Vect model has a second kind of ability that you could use it for. Like a Calidus that can jump around the board for objectives is really good. The Vect is nice, and you're still going to Vect something. You're still going to use a battle tactic.
Yeah.
So and making that cost. So if I was playing Space Marines and someone did that for Storm of Fire, that's actually going to mess me up a little bit, because that means you're losing AP, whatever like that. But it is definitely.
And I have it as my Archon with his ability anyway, as well. Same thing.
Yeah.
So you still would take an Archon, more than likely. So
it depends on the model, but what I mean is that whereas you kind of would look at that ability and go, depending on your stratagems, you would go, I'm taking up for that.
Yeah.
Now suddenly, actually, what I like is that it's making things more comparable. And actually, you're going, I'm going to consider this now, because actually, do I really need to use that stratagem?
Yeah.
Right, fire Overwatch stratagem.
I like this.
It's changed. Let's have a look. So it's still when in your opponent's movement or charge phase, just have an enemy unit is set up, or when an enemy unit starts or ends a normal movement, fall back or charge. In the target is one unit from your army that is within 24 inches of that enemy unit, and that would be eligible to shoot if it's a shooting phase. Now the effect, something added, is that if that enemy unit is visible to your unit, so no more indirect firing from your Overwatch, suckers. Your unit can shoot at enemies if it's a shooting phase, and restriction.
Can't be Titanic.
No.
Yay.
Yeah.
No. I have seen so many people online saying Titanic models cannot use Overwatch anymore. No, you think it's a nerf to your knights because you cannot because you think it's Titanic cannot use it. Let me read it to you. You cannot target a Titanic unit with this strategy. Oh,
yeah,
no, you are right.
The way that's, I know where you were going with that.
You thought you couldn't target
a Titanic unit, and then I stopped reading.
Yeah.
This stratagem.
I was going to say, great, because then you could never target my knight.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, my God, that's really good. And now it's like, oh, actually, no.
Yes. Basically, Titanics cannot fire a
fire. Look, Smithy and Adam have reunited on here.
Oh, it's like love.
Smithy. So Adam isn't with us. He's poorly sick. Well, not all of him. His eyeball is. So, we'd like to do an official introduction now. This is the first time we've actually seen them make contact. Up till now, we have assumed they are the same person. So unless Adam's on 2 different devices.
It is possible. It's probably someone's like just random phone into this. Yeah, some other patient.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Smithy, lovely to see you. Adam, lovely to see you. You can only see us.
With one eye.
Is it all right for you to see us? Can you see us 1 second?
Yeah, well, we haven't believed that Adam's had a fan up to now, but now we're starting to believe that actually he do. So that's good. Okay, so I got that wrong. Yeah, so you can't. So Titanic cannot do.
Gone are the days of my knights killing the Incarn in Overwatch.
I know. Do you know what? We're always going to remember those magical times.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, now it doesn't matter because now he's got so many points to spend on the Incarn probably that
I can't afford it.
They got 350 points on the Incarn, yeah.
Oh, it's worth.
Yeah.
No, I still like
That's
it.
still worth it. They can still do all the movement.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That movement shenanigans come out where something dies and get that charging. I still think that's worth it. Still, I think. Yeah. It's Dr. Smithy. Christ Almighty. Good luck, Adam. Can you imagine if it is, and you walk in, Adam, and he looks at you, and it's like, Adam, it's me, Smithy.
And you go, who said that?
What?
It's a pirate. Adam's a pirate. That's all we need. Right, so yeah, so that's Fire Overwatch. Nothing else changing like that. Apart from you can't use it on Titanics.
The little baby
See,
knights
I'm reading these for the first time, so baby knights can still do it.
Still baby knights can do it, but,
change,
you know, those great things.
Change to Insane Bravery. Battle shock step of your command phase just before you take a battle shock test. A unit from your army that must take a battle shock test.
Yeah.
Automatically pass. So this is no longer you
don't roll it and then do it afterwards.
You don't roll it and do it afterwards. It's now so it's basically what morale was last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that if you wanted to auto pass morale, you had to do it before you rolled.
But you can only do it once per battle.
Yeah. Is it?
Yep. That's the restriction.
You cannot use this stratagem more than once per battle, so you can only do it once. How much is it? 1 CP.
1 CP.
Okay.
It's not something that comes up often.
It's not. But
basically, if you've got an objective holder that you need to pass,
you need to, and you go, do I want a 50-50 roll or do I want to automatically pass?
Yeah.
And if you're anything like me, you forget that even exists.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, wait a minute, I could have Insane Bravery that one because I really needed that. Whoops.
Yeah.
3 turns later.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat, and Smithy and Adam, you're talking lovely. I think my Nightbot has decided to. It really wants to be heard. Hopefully, it won't say anything now for a bit of time. But
I thought he was talking about
Nightbot. No.
So, for anybody else who's watching, check out what the Nightbot's saying. We are on Instagram. We do have a podcast, which we enjoy doing. Go back and listen to those. And we're on Discord as well if you wanted to join up and join in the chat. We've got some great people on there, so it'd be great to have as many people as we can.
We even have t-shirts.
Oh, look.
Yes,
we are
hats.
We are newly branded. Newly branded warped ones. I think we look pretty dapper.
Dapper, darling.
Yes, and soon to be discussed, we have a new sponsor as well. So that's exciting.
GameX.eu.
Ooh, you let it out of the bag.
We wasn't going to announce it.
Oh, I was going to announce it. That was going to be a special thing, but now we're live. That's on you. So go on, say it again.
Maybe tell me that then.
Well,
sorry, my crystal ball's gone a bit cloudy.
I was building it. I was like, oh, but we won't say it just yet.
Clearly, you both discussed that you weren't going to do that.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Because he knew that I was building.
Yes.
I was getting some excitement going, and you're GameX.eu. But anyway, we have been sponsored, and that's exciting. So, So
thank you to Old Pink Eye for that as well.
Absolutely, and well done to big shout out to Adam. Yeah, Pink Eyed Adam. That's going to be his nickname from now on.
Old Pink Eye.
Old Pink Eye.
Old Pink.
You know what? You're so a model. You're going to have to paint his eye pink now.
Yeah. Old One Eye.
Am I painting his model?
Old One Eye. And then
my Old One Eye. I thought you meant the competition we've got coming.
No.
I wasn't going to mention that.
See, this is why people need to watch our live broadcast, because we basically let all our plans for the next month out the bag.
Yeah, we're actually going to paint.
No, probably not.
No. Hey, I painted.
Yeah, I am. I'm proud of you.
Sprayed.
He's marked his territory, everybody. But apart from that, he hasn't picked on a paintbrush yet. Oh, thanks.
Right when I clicked it off.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I was like, don't spit that out everywhere. Don't spit that out everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, moving on.
Moving swiftly to ruins.
10 minutes later to the ruins visibility section. Now, I'm liking this.
I am.
Yeah, again, fucking over them nights.
Yeah. Models cannot see over or through this terrain feature, i.e., a unit outside this terrain feature cannot draw line of sight to a target on the other side of it, even if it would be possible to draw a line of sight to that target through an open window, door, etc. Now, this is where it's changed. Aircraft models are exceptions to this. I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
I'm about to get avoid waving.
And suddenly, my old past edition list of Aldari flyers.
That's the new meta.
Now, that's what we've got to do. I need to see, if when we look at Aldari, I need to see what those flyers points are looking like.
Gone up, I'm going to absolutely wet my
tongue. Oh, me too. But all I need is my Crimson Hunters and my Hemlocks to have dropped, and then I am there, boys. Aircraft models, so visibility to and from such models is determined normally, even if this terrain feature is wholly in between them. Oh, shit. So what that does mean is you can shoot aircraft through ruins.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of an issue for them. But the fact is, I can now bring my aircraft on, turn to, and see the board.
Yes.
Aircraft needed some love. This just gives them a bit more.
That makes sense. Now, I love them against Custodes. When I played against Custodes and I brought out those aircraft, I know lots of people were saying, "Oh, it's not actually that good," but you know, I really loved them.
They were good. Yeah,
they were good. Smithy's put something. Keep up the great work, guys. You are all really funny. Yeah, maybe not Adam, but the outtakes episode had me laughing for days watching Adam to try get through the end.
Oh, Jesus.
Now. Yeah. Now, what we do in Walk Ones is that whenever we feel that we need a little bit of a laugh, we do ask Adam to do the introduction and the outgoing of our podcasts and stuff like that, just because it's really good. And you know, if he wasn't in hospital, lazy bugger, then he would be here with us and doing this live thing. So hopefully we'll get him back out of hospital soon so he can join us. And because he is a bit, I'll give him, he's a bit funny.
He is a bit funny.
I'm not sure he means to be, but
what's also really funny is the fact that we can also put him off really easily.
Oh, yeah.
And all it takes is one of us to just slightly smile, and then he's off.
Poor guy.
Then once he's gone,
yeah.
And everything just goes to shit.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
15 minutes later, saying the same words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and that bloopers, I still got to say, I watch those bloopers all the time, and it makes me laugh. It is very funny. But thank you very much, Smithy. We always appreciate you watching us, sir. Yeah, you're awesome. Models, where do I get to?
Towering, yeah.
Models can see the through the terrain feature, and then towering models that are within this terrain feature can also see out of it normally.
Yeah.
Couldn't they do that before? Towering, if you put your knight in a terrain feature, couldn't it see out normally anyway?
I thought so, but maybe I was wrong.
Maybe it's a cleanup.
Yeah.
Cleaning it up, a little bit of unknown thing. We always just assumed that towering meant you could just see over the top anyway.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go.
Haven't played knights in a while.
Might do now.
Yeah, now we'll go for it. So, changes to faction rules. Now, I've just seen this. Like I said, I haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about Adeptus Custodes' Unwavering Sentinel's stratagem changing to Epic Deed? What's that? What stratagem?
I don't know.
Off the top of my head, does bring them all back. So you're doing that for free.
Oh, and you can't do
and
that.
now you can't do that for free.
I
mean, that's
can't fight first for free. Can't bring things back for free. Yeah. You can only do it once per turn on an objective. Oh, that's
actually,
a shame.
The changes to Custodes, I'm not massively. Well, I don't think they're too bad.
What's that 4 to 5? So where it's saying
so Custodian Guards,
Wars,
max,
and Praetors.
Yeah, so it's max amount in the unit. So at the moment, max units for Custodian Guard are 9 or 10, and that's where you're seeing in metas. That's where you're seeing 10 Custodian Guard walking off the board. 30 wounds with a 4-up invuln. 2-up save.
It's hard to choose.
You're not and they've got 5. You know, if they've got spears, they've got 5 attacks each. Strength 7 -2 damage. They're auto deleting whatever you put them into. So 5 of them, 5 with spears, or it makes you think about what kind of units you're going to put in. If you put in Vexillas for OC and all this other kind of stuff.
I like that because it's not like you can't bring the same amount, right? Well, unless the points have changed. But
Anyway,
I have to say it anyway. But it's, what I mean is that you're not. That just encourages you to bring more units.
You're bringing
MSU,
MSU
or different things.
Yeah, you're bringing MSU units, basically. You're not bringing these big bricks. Same as Wardens, and then Virtus Praetors are only taking 2 to 3, which I like a little bit less because Virtus Praetors suck, but they're cool, and I quite actually liked running 6 of them in one unit because that was brutal.
That was good. But now they're kind of more of a biker.
But now you're running them in 2 units of 3, or if you're running them full stop.
Yeah, but I do think that makes them good as well. You guys have a Patreon donate to or super chat? Not yet, buddy. We are.
Although we massively appreciate the fact that you just asked that.
We really
that's incredible.
We love you loads. But we have been chatting away. Adam, who's not here, we've been chatting with him as well. And we're starting to look into setting one up, etc. Because we're having great fun. And
but the fact that you're even willing to even ask that question is pretty amazing. Actually, that's just blown my mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it, buddy. Because we're just blokes who just get together and have a bit of a laugh. So we're just
Adam.
Yeah, and poor Adam. He's only once he's asking about donating as if for Adam's new glass eye.
We can do is an eye patch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to set up a GoFundMe for Adam's eye surgery.
And we are not a big enough channel to have super chats yet. So we are growing. We've got quite more subscribers and more things than we thought we would have, and views, etc. We're very excited. We're not at the point of super chats yet. So we're just going to set up a Patreon for basically saying if people wanted to buy us a cup of coffee, just to say that they like what we do, then we appreciate it, etc. Because we are enjoying having fun together, and the more people like yourself, good sir, who's watching and joining in and having fun, the better for us because we do it.
We just like playing together, don't we?
We do indeed, Sean. We do indeed.
Models.
Thank you. So here's another one. You're Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is an absolute piss take.
It's the most boring army as you put it. What can we do? We can say.
Please tell me that they've had no points changes too. That would be amazing.
We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out. We'll do that first.
Well, no, actually, they couldn't have got much cheaper, to be fair.
Even Smithy, Adam's #1 fan, is getting in on taking a pin. Haha, old one-eyed. Sorry, Adam. Jokes. Smithy, you're joining us on the dark side. Yeah. Come to us. You don't need Adam anymore. Okay, so why is it a piss take?
Well, it's just changing the save characteristic to 4+ instead of 5+ and giving them a 5-up invuln.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's
a drop in the ocean of their problems.
Let's just throw a pebble in the fucking ocean and see what happens. Let's take this very low winning army. Because, quite frankly, if you want to win with Mechanicus, you're not taking Rangers or Vanguard because they're shit. You're taking Breaches. You take 1 unit just to get rerolls.
That's why they're not shit anymore. Ish.
Yeah, still. Well,
what else? What's that 6 skip?
4.
4.
So toughness? What wounds have they got? 1.
Yeah, this can't be devastated wounded anymore.
Well, this is.
My God, so it's like a positive buff there.
I mean, this is going to. You're going to see Mechanicus at the meta.
You haven't got them out on the table yet. I want these out on the table. I want these out on the table.
All right, I'll get them out on the table next time.
Good, and I want to play against them.
I don't actually want. I don't know what the points have done. Have I still 2,000 points of them?
Oh God!
So you got enough nights to.
Yeah, while he's checking, while he's now getting excited about Adeptus Mechanicus.
No, I do not. What was 2,000 points is now 1,770.
Oh my God! But that is a big difference though, because not to be funny, there was a lot there.
That's
Wow.
that's with a lot of units.
Wow.
I'm going to have a
Not
look at this
necessarily good units, but units.
Yeah. Well, see, there you
Well, no,
go.
they're
There you
mechanical,
go.
of course they're not good
We are
units.
taking a mick, but actually, that's a huge decrease in your list.
Although Belly Cool's gone up to 185 points. I don't know if that's an increase or not, but
Uh,
a lot of things have gone down.
hang on,
Actually.
we
Oh
were-
my god! Actually, things have gone down quite.
Hang on. We're going to look at it. So I'm going to do a quick one because we were going to compare. Belisarius cool.
Yeah, 185 now.
He was 185, so he's
Oh,
stayed the
right,
same.
so it's stayed.
Good old belly.
Yeah. Okay. So why is he looking at? So we'll come to points in a bit if we've got time. We'll do some points
Yeah.
from some of our armies. Eldari has got changed to your
Cough, cough,
Phantasm
Cough,
stratagem.
cough, bullshit. Cough, bullshit.
Target. So now you can only target an Eldari infantry. I'm guessing that's in red. So I'm guessing
Yes.
did you target any unit before?
Yeah, you could.
So basically, when I was doing that trick where I was tempting my bikes out,
And then
short,
move.
we did the double
move within a certain distance.
move in their movement phase,
And they move.
and then I can move something back.
Do they have to be within a certain range? I can't remember.
No.
Just after his movement phase, you get to do it.
Yeah.
So now you just it has to be an infantry unit. Right?
So you can't do things obviously like a Rave Knight, Kane, the Incarn.
Probably for best.
Yeah, but considering the nuclear bomb that should have been dropped on us, that is
one change is
that's ridiculous.
You take that. You take that all day long.
That's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, I mean we get butt hurt in a minute, but
and all
in terms of rule changes,
all I'm saying is that I'm looking at my upcoming Corsair army, which is an awful lot of infantry and Corsairs and that stuff. Actually, I'm happy with that. I'll have lots of infantry which I want to move about, so I'm happy with that. Agents of the Imperium. Just the exaction squad. Well, we kind of knew that was coming. What's that?
It's just change them to 10, yeah.
Okay. Oh, change it to 10, yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay.
10.
And then 2 exaction vigilance can have their RBT shotguns replaced.
Yeah,
so I'm guessing
basically what it's doing is changing them from 50 point for 5 to you've got to take 100 points in. Having a spare 50 points in an Imperium army is fairly good because you go, I got spare 50 points. They can now just sit and hold my objective. Actually, then finding a spare 100 points that's worth it, you go, well, actually, that's now not worth it because 100 points you can take.
Yeah,
a much better unit.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Death Guard. Now, this is interesting. Death Guard, spread the sickness detachment rule, add the following to the start of this rule. So, in other words, they still get their old rule.
Yeah.
They've still got the spread the sickness where they are slowly increasing the distance in which it spreads. And it gives, what was it again? -1 to...
I can't remember.
-1 to strength. Because it wasn't very good, was it? Because it's -1 to strength.
It was something like that, yeah.
When it first got released, I went, "Oh, fucking hell, that looks really good."
Yeah, and
when you have like a 4-inch movement.
Clearly, my knowledge on Warhammer is that limited that I go, "That looks really good." Oh, that's the shittest army in the game.
And then Death Guard says during the declare battle formation step, select one of the sicknesses below. Until the end of the battle, all units from your army gains this Nurgle's gift ability. So basically, you can choose between a Skull Swarm Blight, which is an aura, while enemy units is within contagion range of this unit, worsen the ballistic skill and weapon skill characteristics of weapons equipped by this model in that enemy unit by 1.
That's cheeky.
Now, to do that and drop your toughness or whatever they did before, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
Rattle Joint, you can tell that Death Guard at the moment is probably the only army we don't really have access to in this group.
Not pure Death Guard.
No, don't have any.
Yeah, that's the only one.
No.
Let
me get on eBay.
Yes, we'll get on it. That's
probably lots on eBay.
We will.
Cheap.
Apart from that, we've got every other army. Rattle Joint Ague is another one, which is an aura. While an enemy unit is within contagion range of this unit, worsen the save characteristic of models in that enemy unit by 1. So you can worsen their save. Which is... Yeah, you say that, which is not too bad. But if you've got some rubbish save ones in the first place, that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's effectively an AP or something.
Yeah, and then the Scabrous Sorot, an aura, while enemy units within contagion range, worsen the leadership and objective control characteristics of models in that unit by 1.
Bit shit. And it's only battle line units. That's
straight away, I'm saying I like the reduce your ballistic skill, weapon skill.
Yeah, that
on against certain armies, I like the save characteristic one. But depending on what you're playing yourself and what you're playing
undo his AdMech new rule.
Back to Yeah, so I think that's looking quite good. Well, and hopefully it gives them a boost because I love Death Guard is an army I've always looked at and gone, oh, I do love that, and
I've always loved the fluff.
yeah,
Of it.
and being someone who actually has a pure Nurgle demon force, I keep on going, oh, that'd be so nice to put with it, but hey ho. Then we got Death Watch. Changes it to bolt weapons. So basically, they're Dragonfire, they're Hellfire, and they're Kraken rounds.
Yeah, all bolt weapons. So
now it changes.
That's a long list.
It's a long list. Lots of bolt weapons. If you are interested in Death Watch and going in depth into the bolt weapons, go and have a look. There's loads of stuff there. Strangely enough, I'm looking down it now. Pretty much the clue is that if it says the word bolt in the weapon name, I'm pretty sure it's a bolt weapon, is what I'm seeing here. Is there anything there which doesn't say?
Yes.
Come on, let's do this. Combi
Virgil Spear. There we go. That's what it hasn't.
What's that?
The very last one, Virgil Spear.
Vigil Spear. There we go. Apparently, a Vigil Spear is a bolt weapon. If you didn't know that.
That's because that's a character's weapon, yeah.
Or a long Vigil ranged weapon.
Hellfire Extremis.
Hellfire Extremis?
Yeah.
Is bolt.
Or Extremis.
Extremis.
Combi weapon.
And combi weapon.
Oh, Adam says, traitor? Oh, no, he's not a traitor, Adam. He's only a traitor when he likes you. And then Adam's currently sat here shopping for another 200 points of sisters. Nicely done, Adam. Well done. How are you shopping with one eye? You're going to have to just keep turning your head a little bit. I like the model. And then turn your head. Oh, that's the price. Oh,
well, he's going to be in Trillis for like 6 hours. He's got to kill the time somehow.
Absolutely. Good luck, Adam. We love you. But that sounds cool. So Adam, as you can see, is getting on the...
I do want to play against Sisters.
Oh, we can't wait to get Sisters.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Well, cool. I'm looking forward to that.
He just needs to fucking build them, doesn't he?
He really does. Get the glue on, for Christ's sake. What are you doing? Wasting your time there, buddy. You
should have put some glue in some models.
He's probably hasn't told us, but he's flicked a bit of glue up into his eye or something while trying to build. You didn't get a bit of none in your eye, did you? Flick up into your eye as you're doing it.
Oh, you put me in. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Oh, apparently his eyes, that means he's buying double. That works. That works.
4,000 points.
Yeah, this is where he pulls a Leigh and he comes out with 2,500 points for a 2,000 points.
Absolutely. So now we move on to something sad. I'm just looking at it now. Gene Stealer Cults. Lisa, shut up. In the last edition, these were my favourite army by a mile. Absolutely my favourite, but.
All of our least favourites.
But you hated them due to shenanigans. And now, sadly, up to this point, they have been an army I'm not so interested in after what the rules did, just because they didn't really tickle my fancy. But now, so in the past, it was that you got your army back, you got your units back on a 4-up. If they died, and then basically battle line, you basically got enough additions so that it meant your battle lines always came back. Now it is the fact that they come back on a 5-up, and you add 1 to the result of your dice if they're battle lines. So now that means that you need a 4-up still. So every unit, so your battle lines are 50-50, but no, because now you add 1 to result if it's your first or second battle round. So if you lose a unit in the first or second battle round, then you get +1, and if it's battle line, you get another +1. So you get a maximum +2. But that still means that you need to roll a 3 up on even your battle line to get them back.
Yeah, with our track record.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think that's a real big sweep for them.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. And compared to, and I know points-wise it might, I haven't looked at points yet, but I know that points-wise it might be less of a hit on points due to that. But I just kind of go, that's...
painful.
That is, you know what I mean?
That's going from 50-50 to 60-70.
But also as well, I mean, the one thing I do know, you mentioned the points for the aberrants. So the aberrants have gone up in points. Well, they are really good. But the thing is that, can you imagine now, not only have the points gone up for aberrants, they are good, but now, instead of getting them back half the time when they die, I'm only getting them back a quarter of the time when they die.
A third of the time.
A third of the time they die.
Yeah.
So
yeah, on a 5+, you're going up to a 67% chance of. Well, so you got a 33% chance of.
So there you go. So
something like that.
So to me, yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
So to me, I go to have a points increase. Points increase, and then your army rule is not
double hit.
I think that's a harsh one.
That's harsher than what they've done with
Yeah,
Eldar.
and also because let's be honest, we all know gene sealer cults are really flimsy. So you drop them in, they do their thing, but then they're going to die.
Yeah.
And now you're only getting all those units back. What, half the time now?
Yeah.
At best. So I don't know. I think that's interesting to see how that works, and that's going to, I think, have a real implication of how you play them now. You can't just keep on dropping things in,
No,
because you're not going to get them back.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I'm going to play my game. If I get them back, good, but I can't plan to get them back because I might get nothing back in the game.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't get a single model back.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is me being interested.
Coming out on the table soon.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, now they've dropped from glory, and actually they're going to be a bit more interesting. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I like having to work hard for it. I don't like having to just
make you think
and
more.
kill something and then go, now I'm dead. Oh, okay, I'll bring it back again, drop it in, kill something. Oh, now I'm back in.
Yeah.
Just boring. Yeah. I want shenanigans. I want to work for it.
He says that now, and next time he plays him, he'll roll every 6.
You wait for it. It's coming.
He's just
lots of hugs.
Yeah, you kill a unit of hybrid acolytes, whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kill the aberrants. You sink an army of shooting into an aberrant, and then go, oh yeah, I rolled a 6.
That would be a dream. Grey Knights, Haloed in Soulfire has gone. Oh no, I won't mention it. It's 9 inches. So the only difference between the Atalan Jackals going back to Gene Seed Cults is they can now come in 9 inches of the battlefield edge instead of 6. I think it was in the past.
Yeah.
Okay. Grey Knights had just as a whole Haloed in Soulfire stratagem changed to a strategic ploy stratagem, so that's taken out of the battle tactics one, so you can't do that again.
Yeah.
Imperial Knights. Anything you like there, Sean?
No, not particularly. I don't like it. No,
I did. But I read it.
Yeah, bondsman abilities that in 9th, basically have gone back to 9th edition. 10th, the bondsman that the big knights then put onto the armages, buff them both. And now they're only buffing the armages. So unfortunately now, if you have a knight lancer that's got advance in charge and that you really want to advance in charge, it now can't advance in charge.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Especially because everyone's just gone out and bought a Night Lancer.
No, you should still buy one. They'll do it.
They are awesome, and I will get one. But yeah, so that's quite. That would that's because the other things you're putting -1 damage onto a armature, and then you're putting that -1 damage back on a toughness 12, 24 wound model, and you're like, well, that's actually quite good, or whatever that +1 to hit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A couple of changes to the stratagem costs. If I'm going to be completely honest, I can't remember what those did.
Perfect. That's fine with me. And that, dear sirs, is the end.
You just sell Votan Shaw, are you?
Well, no one cares. Desolation squads are a maximum of 5. You can't take them in 10.
Is Votan there?
Votan.
Oh, yeah, no, Leads of Votan.
Actually,
no Plonker plays Leads of Votan anymore, do they?
Best army in the game.
Oh, they are now.
Tell you what, their tokens are better now.
Funny. Here we go. Ruthless Efficiency Detachment rules. So change the first 2 paragraphs. At the start of the battle, select a number of units from your opponent's army depending on the battle size as shown below. So now that means that Adam, with his stupid little dwarfs, can choose 4 units, and at each of those units of the battle, start with 2 judgment tokens.
So you get +1 to hit and +1 to wound. So 4 units.
4 units, +1 to hit, +1 to wound. Now
I only have 4 units in my Eldar list.
No, I'm not. You're trying to make a custodian.
I do only have 8.
No, I don't mind the +1 to hit because that only puts them down to 3s anyway, which is what normal armies.
No.
The +1 to wound on 4 units from the start of the game is,
and that's army wide. So if you're shooting with their fucking massive, or their Terminator guns that have got whatever they are, strength 8, strength 9.
And like I said, it's not even like one of your units get it. Your whole army gets
+1 to hit and +1 to. That's going to change loads of things. So you sit there and go, right, this is a unit that I'm going to push forward, and he goes, actually, I'm going to give them 2 judgment tokens. And you start, you go, I'm not going to fucking move this thing. Yeah. As soon as it gets in range, that's gone.
I was going to say that is quite nice. At the start of any of your command phases, any of those units that have been destroyed, you gain a number of CP based on how early it is.
Yeah, so this is the same as it was before.
Yeah, but the fact is that but now you're getting CP back for those 4 units.
No, I think it's only one of them. If any of those units have been destroyed.
At the start of it, you gain a number.
Yeah, you only do it once per unit.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So, but if he destroys 1 unit per round,
if you've got the option of 4 units that you're going to put judgment tokens on, you pick 3 that you really want dead, and you pick 1 that you're going to kill quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick one that you go, well, if I kill this in round 1 or 2, I'm getting 3 TP for. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't mind wasting because how many units does the average army have? Maybe like 10.
Yeah.
Roughly 10 to a dozen. So 3 of those is, a quarter of the army. You're already +1 hit and wound on. That filth, and they are going to be good.
Yeah, I think that's going to see a big change.
It'll bring them,
especially
in the range now,
and against elite armies.
Yep.
Against knights, for example.
Yep.
I mean,
and custodes.
Yeah. I mean, you pick 4 units. Well, that could be half an army or more.
Yep. And then he's getting +1 hit and +1 wound. I mean, yes, okay, for something like that, he's still wounding with some of his guns. He's still wounding on 5s with the +1 or 6s. Sorry, 4s. 4s and 5s, sorry. But that's a massive difference.
To go to
like we just said, what's the difference between 4 and 5? Well, that's 50% to 67%.
Yeah. I say, I think that's quite a big one.
I think it's a good one, and I think that's.
So watch his space. And do you know what the biggest buff then from all of those new rules for Votan is? Biggest buff? None of us have to listen to Adam moan about how crap Votan is.
I'm still moaning about the space wall.
Oh yeah, I don't know. We don't know what the points are. Maybe the
space wall. Yeah, space wall's all he.
Dear of him. It has been a rough time for his armies. I'll give him that. Space Marines. One change to Space Marines. Desolation Squad. Everybody who has them loves them. Everyone who plays against them hates them.
They're normally taken in 10s. No, you can take them in 5s.
Has the points gone up? That's all I know.
Yes, by 30. Went from 170 up to 200. For 5.
For 5?
Yep.
200 points for 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't mind that now. What's their defense like?
Oh, they're really tough as 4. 2 wounds.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
I mean, yes, they've gone up by 30 points, but actually, when you look at Space Marine points changes, the overall points have gone down.
Yeah, so
actually, when I look at my Space Marines list that I've got Desolation Marines in, the 30-point offset is not. I've still got to find another 200 points or 100 points in the list that I've got.
It's negated.
I'm not that worried about that.
Bloody humans. Honestly.
Yeah.
Superhuman.
I'm sure the Xeno has I've got some awesome stuff coming, don't you, where everybody will show those people how it's done. Okay. So there you go. So all the new rules. So how do we feel about new rules? I think positive.
I think positive.
I am so relieved.
I think positive on some. I think they went pretty tame.
It'll be interesting. Well, I mean, it's in coinciding with the points, isn't it?
Yes.
And also as well, I know you're saying a tame for Aldari, but lots of my issues with Aldari was devastating wounds.
Yes, it was.
And the fact is, do you know what? If he wants to spend a fate dice on a 6 to kill a model now,
then go ahead.
Be my guess.
Do you know what I mean? I
can't take that.
Yeah,
and actually, Leigh's got to roll the 6 in the first place.
Yeah.
And the last time we played, he had to do that 3 times before he rolled the 6. And each time he lost the fate dice, so he went down to like 9 or 8 or something, and finally got a 6 and went, I suppose I best keep these.
Yeah.
It wasn't good start.
No, but that's what I'm thinking. Is you know what I mean? That change. You know what I mean? Whereas before it was like, if you shoot it into my big stuff, I've lost something big. If I shoot into my small stuff, I've lost the whole unit. You know what I mean? That's where the pain came from.
Although I still think it hurts elite armies if you killing one custody is quite significant.
Yeah, true.
But
it's like we all enjoy doing that, so that's not a problem.
It's just a shame that you struggle to do it.
Adam struggles.
Hit me here. Oh God! Right, you wait. I can't wait to see these points cost now, and they will be coming at you. Cleopatra coming at you.
Shall we just do
my age? Cleopatra.
Shall we just do our armies instead of going through every single?
Yeah, I can tell you that the points cost for custodians have gone up. So custodian guard are up by 5 points, so they're 200. They're 50 points per model.
Is this one?
Custodian guard are 50 points a model.
Are they?
Yeah, 250 for a unit of 5.
What have they gone up? What were they?
They were 45. Only gone up
not horrendously bad.
Okay. No, wardens have gone up a little bit, which is fine.
What's your bikes done?
Bikes have gone down.
Yay!
Oh,
I mean, they're still I think they're still 75 points a model, but instead of 90.
That's nice.
And I think Blade Champion's gone up to like 110 or 120. Shield Captain's gone up to 140, and Trajan's gone up to 160. So they've gone up by about 20 points, roughly, for each one, which, when you combine it all together, does hurt.
It shaves a few models off.
It does. It really does shave a few models off. Which does hurt unless you run loads of bikes. Then you just go, I'll just lose one of those, and they don't do that much anyway.
Yeah, but they look cool.
They
It's much
do.
better. Right. So, should we? Is there anyone desperate to talk about a specific point or look at an army specifically? Like you
The
don't know?
Incarn.
You. Okay, right. I'm gonna.
You've been sat there talking about custodians. I want Leigh to talk about.
Okay, I've brought up because I haven't updated my app yet, so I've got the old points still. So we're going to do a little look at comparison because so anyone who hasn't watched us before, just let you know. So Leigh is the Eldar player, the Eldari player. But I one of my first armies was Eldar, and so I haven't played them much. I think I played them once.
The Elfway, old Elfway.
In fact, I played my old Elfway list with my flyers and that sort of stuff, and I really enjoyed that. And so now I'm actually converting that into Corsair. I fancy a Corsair themed army, which is cool. Yeah, everyone's a space pirate. I tell you, there's Adam. He loves a space pirate. But yeah. So it'll be interesting because I'm looking at it. You're looking at it from because you have got a few of the meta, the D cannons and Incar and that sort of stuff. Whereas I'm looking at it from my themed list to see what it does. Go for it.
So what was the Incar before today?
So 200. I'm scrolling. Come on, thumb. Right,
290.
It was 270.
Oh, 270. Flipping heck, that's out of
What's it gone up?
350.
80 points.
80 points.
That's a unit.
80 points.
That is a unit.
That's a unit.
80 points.
That's dropping a whole unit from your army. Still would. Tell it for a reason.
It's
a hard, so the god of death.
God of death. Swirly whirly.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Kane has gone up as well.
Oh, hang on. What's that called? That's the Avatar. You made me scroll right back to the top again. Hang on.
280, 290.
Avatar Kane was 295.
295.
Can't believe Kane with
335.
Oh, okay. I mean,
about to say Stillwood now.
Yeah. Right. Wailing.
Keeps you warm at night.
Yeah.
Wailing Doom.
He loves a wailing.
The D cannons.
Oh, here we go.
So originally this was...
What's that called again?
Support weapons.
Support weapons.
So originally they were something like 75. Then they went up in...
What are they now? 400.
If only.
Support.
No. They went up. They've already been up once. They've went up once.
Support. Okay. Because the support weapon on my app now is 105.
Yeah, so they were something like 90, I think.
They were 90 to start with.
Then they went 105 because they deserved that for their
devastation. It's now 125.
That's another 20 points.
Ooh.
So just for taking the Incarn and 2 support weapons, you've gone up 120 points of your army.
Ooh.
And then
which is a unit of Shining Spears. Off the top of my head.
Yes, 100.
125 for a D.
125.
So let's think. So you're paying 125 points for a 24-inch indirect fire, devastating wounds, heavy blast, D3 shots. So you only got D3 shots.
And you're only
hitting on threes, 16, strength 16 minus 4, D6 plus 2, but technically you're only killing a maximum of 3 models.
Yeah. You're only,
for 125 points. I mean, it's still a nice threat range, indirect fire. It still threatens
against
big things, big stuff as well.
That's what it's meant to be for. That's the original purpose of them.
Yeah. So and that's the thing, isn't it? Is that now what you're not going to do is terrify 20 gaunts with this. What you are going to do is you're going to terrify a knight.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is what it's what they designed.
But still expensive.
War walkers have gone up. So
they
needed to.
They were something like 90 points.
Hang on, they were 95.
95. Now 110.
Oh, that's too cheap for what they can do.
Considering how much durable they still are.
Say they're still
four up in buns and things like that. I think that's a bargain.
A lot of the characters, so like your Farseers and your Ortox have gone up, I think 5 each. Death Jester's gone up 5 or 10.
Has your enhancement gone up?
No enhancements have gone up?
No, I'm looking around. I wonder whether they've stayed the same a little bit.
I think custodians ones have gone up.
Fire Prisms have gone up to 180
Okay.
because they're still sneaky and tricky. Void Weaver have gone up to 125. There's nothing in terms of the actual like troops, infantry, anything like that's
What
changed.
about Crimson Hunter?
Crimson Hunters have stayed the same, 160. Dark Reapers have gone up 5 points. Yeah, that's basically it. It's basically Warp Spider have gone up. You'll be happy to know. Warp Spiders have gone up.
Well, that's good because they were a bit. Of
They were the best aspects by a million miles. As they're now for 5, it's 115.
Ooh,
That's quite a big increase.
What were they before? Because that sounds a lot more.
90 odd.
Warp Spiders got the mirror. Warp Spiders were 100.
So
100 for 5.
Yeah, so it's 115.
I mean, for a toughness 3 1 model.
But still, how many did you bring?
5.
You bought 5.
I don't know how much. Yeah, I mean they've got their place of putting out loads of auto. They're auto hitting shots. They are. Yeah. So they're basically
66
flames.
shots. Strength 4.
But not hugely tough. Oh my god.
No, toughness
24.
3.
Can you
24
do?
inch movement.
Right. Let me ask one. Let me ask one for me now. Then I want to know these. And this is the basic. This is where I can get excited. Right. I'm gonna go for. Tell me the points for a Crimson Hunter flyer. It was 160.
He's just said this.
Yeah, Crimson Hunters have stayed the same. All the flyers have stayed the same.
Oh, so I missed that. I was busy trying to read through. Okay, so all of them stayed the same. Has the Wave Serpent stayed the same?
Yes.
125. Was it?
120.
120.
Okay, here's my next one. What about Corsair, Void Reavers, and Void Scarred?
Stayed the same.
They all stayed the same.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Your Pirate Army is basically untouched.
Yeah. So
and your Elf list is pretty much untouched.
Yeah. If I'm honest, kind of was hoping for a bit of a drop in my flyers. I was hoping.
Yeah, but
I was hoping for
flies overall needed some love, didn't they? But
yeah, I was hoping for. Oh, what about Wind Riders? Oh, but they've gone up. It's going to.
No, Wind Riders are the same.
Hey.
They're not really meta.
No, I know.
I love them.
Yeah, so do I, and that's what I mean. So for my list is Wind Riders, Wave Serpents, Flyers, Void Scarred.
The only thing in your themes list would be like Eldrad and Spices have got 5 points.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any of those. I've got what have I got in my themed list? So at the moment, Autark.
He would have gone up.
And yeah, and that's because I don't really have many leaders because I'm just keeping it more on a fun one. Really.
Yeah, but yeah, no, to be fair, that's pretty much fine. Oh, Shadow Spectres are the only real thing.
Oh yeah,
and the Wraith Knights because the Wraith Knights are now 510.
Ooh, they've paid consequences, haven't
they? They've paid for their 3 months of fun.
Absolutely, good God.
And hopefully, I might be able to get a cheap one on eBay soon.
Yeah. Everyone's a winner, baby. Okay.
Nice. So yeah. I mean, I'm not gutted. I was expecting them. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that.
I think that's sounding great.
But you know what? I thought about it earlier when we played against each other with GSE and Eldar, and how impossible it should be that GSE can actually be out-hoarded. If you remember.
Yes.
And I actually out-hoarded you. It shouldn't happen, and I managed it. So that's kind of taken that way.
I think
rightly so.
I think that's sounding good. We'll see. Well, let's see just how the Eldari cope with all these changes.
I think that's still going to be good.
You know what?
I look forward to our next few battle reports where we're getting these armies out and just seeing how much they've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's complete 180 with like Drukhari, where everything's gone so cheap.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. But you see, what I like about this though now is that you go, okay, so now you start asking, right, all these ones, these units where you go, I just took them every time.
Yeah.
Now you are suddenly going, actually, do I take this? Do you know what I mean? Is there a better one? Now lists are changing. I like all this. Okay. Sean, is there anyone in particular you want to have a look through?
Space Marines have gone down in price, like we said. Yeah, I made a couple. So some of the units have gone down in price. Just the ones off the top of my head. No suppressors have gone from 95 points to 85 points, which I think is a really good deal because people weren't really running suppressors, but I thought they were great.
Yeah.
The Vindicator tank, which is just cool. It's got a massive fucking cannon. It's gone down to 190 points.
Yeah, nice.
Inceptors have stayed the same. There are things still 100 and 115. Aggressors have gone to 100. And so there's a few points decreases. nothing's really gone up in price apart from Desolation Squad. So
not a bad little.
not a bad. Yeah, Space Marines definitely haven't come out too bad off this.
Okay.
When I look at some of my lists and what more I can ram in there now, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is looking like end of 9th edition Space Wolves, where Adam brought a horde.
Oh my god, yeah, that was amazing.
And I'm thinking that I've got one list with a Land Raider, a Ballistas Dreadnought, a Vindicator, Land Speeders, 10 Heavy Intercessors, Suppressors, Terminators, 6 Inceptors, Aggressors, and some more characters, all for less than 2,000 points. And I'm like, actually, that seems... And so if I actually go, well, let's take out some of those tanks and put in more infantry, how much infantry can I just flood the board with?
Yeah, that'd be a good against NIDs. The swarms of NIDs.
Might be...
Swarms of men versus swarms of NIDs.
Might be required for swarms of NIDs. We'll give that a go.
Or Guard.
Very good. Very good.
Or Imperial Guard.
Or Imperial Guard, but someone just hasn't made those back yet.
Yeah, I still haven't built those back up yet after breaking them for the second time.
Still in the warp.
Yeah. I will. It is on my list to get my guard built back again. Anyone who doesn't know, I dropped them twice. I dropped them, then tried to fix them, and then as I had fixed them and was taking them back upstairs, I dropped them again. And I have got so many models without heads, arms, legs.
So this following Cadia.
Oh dear God, yeah.
Cadia's Stones,
not anymore. Not anymore. He's got no legs. It's the bloody trouble. So I got very annoyed by having to do it twice.
I didn't.
So they're in a box, and at one point I will get them out again. And I've got loads to do because what I've got is more of a.
You've got an infantry.
I've got I've got a whole infantry list. I've also got the Tempestus.
Scions, yeah.
Oh man, I've only got one Valkyrie, but boy, do I love that Valkyrie. I mean, what's the points for Valkyrie?
Oh, they were.
Because 200 points was stupid.
I don't think that's changed.
In the past, a Valkyrie was 200 points. That is
Valkyrie's 190.
Whoa, 10 points, 10 points in the guard. That's a whole 20 units.
20 men.
Okay, cool. Sly Marbo, what's he has to drop because he goes 75 points. Come on.
Sly Marbo, 65. What was the Baneblade?
Yeah. My Baneblade was... Oh, hang on. Baneblade was 540.
480.
No.
480 for a Baneblade.
No.
I kid you not.
Yeah, but you can't fire Overwatch with it.
I don't care.
Doesn't need to.
Cheap for a Baneblade.
60 points off a Baneblade.
Yep.
Shadow Variant's called.
Hang on, Shadow Sword. Shadow Sword was the one which you loved.
Shadow Sword, 440.
Hey?
What?
That stayed the same. Shadow Sword.
440 stayed the same.
Oh, was that the same, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. I tell you what, that makes me think about bringing my Baneblade again. 480.
Yeah, you did it in a GSC list against an infantry only.
No, but I didn't. That's the interesting thing. I bought the Shadow Sword
Yeah, you bought the Shadow Sword.
because it has to be under 500 points.
Yeah.
This drop has now meant that I can bring a Baneblade instead of Shadow Sword. Now it's not as strong a gun as the Shadow Sword main gun, but it's got a lot more guns.
Yeah,
that means I can bring a Baneblade for my GSC.
I can't remember what army.
Who cares about coming back on a 5-up when you've got a Baneblade? I like it. That fills me with joy. Okay, I'm liking that. So that's a bit of guard done. Those are the important parts with guard. I like that. What else was I going to say? Oh, one thing which I've heard: Grey Knights. Lots of drops in Grey Knights.
Pretty much every unit, pretty much.
Every unit is dropped.
Can they kill something though? Can they kill something?
Well, it depends what you're going into. As we know, I love because I got
infantry. Yes, because anti-infantry 4+.
Bringing my Castellan Crow with my Purifier Squad, dropping 10 of them down, and then unleashing their Purifying Flame was a sight to behold. I loved that unit, and they've gone down in price.
Purifiers have and Castellan.
So Purifiers were 150 for 5?
135.
Tasty.
You're looking at probably being able to get a unit or two extra in your Grey Knight.
Paladins were 255 for 5?
225.
When you update your list, just go. When you update your app, just go on and see how many points you've got spare in your Grey Knights.
Caldor Drago, 155 points.
You've done a 125.
That is looking a bit beastly. I mean, I tell you what, interesting enough, what did you say? You said to me about Nemesis Dread Knights.
They're 185, yeah.
Nemesis Dread Knights, 185. They were 215.
That's a bit.
Now, I didn't, if I'm honest, Nemesis Dread Knights never really did much for me. So I did start considering leaving them out, even they are cool. Who doesn't like carrying a baby?
But basically you're dropping 20 points in each of these units.
Yeah.
In every unit.
You think?
But you say that dropping 20 points in every unit. I only was bringing 6 units.
That's right. That's 7 then.
So it's not. So when you look at it from that point of view, it's not a huge change, maybe. But it'll be interesting to see once I update to see what goes on there. But okay, so Grey Knights. I think Grey Knights are looking fun.
They are
with a drop in points, but still they're going to suffer from.
It's not
killing.
It's not. Yeah, it's not affecting what they're struggling with.
No. That's
what about Mechanicus? Let's have a look. What are the Mechanicus? So I know a few things that have gone down, like
Sean's got interested in Mechanicus.
Raiders, yeah. Like Skitari Marshal's gone down to 35 points. Now that's quite good.
Skitari Marshall. He was
55.
45.
Oh, was he 45? Was he? Yeah. What were Rangers for 10?
Skitari Rangers were 125 for 10.
Oh, they've gone down to 90.
Jesus.
And then Vanguard, which must have been probably 115, have gone down to 80.
They were 100.
Oh, 100.
20 still is nice.
Yeah, that's why I don't have 2,000 points of Mechanicus anymore.
That's quite tasty. I quite like that.
Pretty much everything other than the Iron Striders.
What were Castellan robots? I think they were 125 each. 250 for 2.
Is that a C? Yeah, I guess that's
K.
They were 215 for 2.
Oh, 215. So they dropped by 15 points. And Cataphoron breaches have dropped by a little bit as well. They're now 145 for
3. They were 150.
So only a little bit. So there's a few saves across there. Is that going to make a massive difference to the competitive viability of Adeptus Mechanicus? No. Also suck. Does that make their army rule any more interesting? No. It still sucks.
Will we see him on the channel? Probably not.
No, you will.
Rad cohort. Come on.
You will see them. I'll get them out. Because.
And then he'll put them away.
And then I'll get them out. Go. Oh, that's what I've got. And then put them away again before they've seen anything. They haven't seen the light of day.
Until their codex drops at the end of the year.
They haven't seen anything for the light of day for a little while.
Absolutely. Right. Well, I'll pick one now. Let's go. Let's look at Tau.
Oh god.
This is one of mine. I like my Tau. So let's all go to let's pick out some ones we want. Okay. So here we go. What Crisis Battle Suit's important for Tau? It was 195 for 3. What are we looking at?
180.
Ooh, I didn't think they would drop Crisis, actually.
180 for Crisis.
Okay, 15-point savings there. 30-point savings for a unit of 6.
Ghost Kill. Now,
anybody who watches our battle reports with me with my Tau know that I love Ghost Kills. I just always have. Even when they were poop, I was playing Ghost Kills because I like Ghost Kills. And they were 170 points. Come on, what are they?
160.
160?
Mm-hmm. Dropped another 10 points there.
10 points off. Now, guys, this is, not making me, that's 10 points off a toughness 8, 2-up save, 12 wound model, which you cannot target outside of 12, and can turn 2 attacks to 0 damage.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, and -1 to hit, because it's stealth. That is filthy value.
Yes.
If you ask me, that's filthy value. I want 3.
You've got 2, haven't you?
I've got 2. I want 3. That is tasty good.
Yes, that's tasty good.
And let's go for the other. Let's go Riptide. That's everyone loves a Riptide. Triptide was in the past. 235 points. It was in the past.
Riptide Battlesuit. 235. It was.
It was 235.
180.
180.
55 points.
Now that gives you a movement 10, toughness 9, 2 up save, 14 wound, 4 up invuln.
That is filth.
And what do I usually play? I usually play with the Ion Accelerator, which is 72 inches, 6 shots, hitting on 4s, but obviously you're always going to be guiding them, so that's 3s. If you're overcharged, which you always have to, just silly if you don't, because it's cool to overcharge. Strength 8, -3, 4 damage.
Yeah.
So you've got all of that plus whatever you put on his little shoulder pads.
Yeah.
For 180 points.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What was the Storm Surge?
Storm Surge was, I think, off the top of my head, 45, 465 it was.
It's down to 400.
I haven't played my Storm Surge at 10th yet.
So if you had a Storm Surge and the Riptide in your previous 10th edition list, you've effectively just now put in, for free, a Ghost Kill. Oh no, not quite, but you're 110 points. You can put in Shadow Sun for free.
Shadow Sun for 110 points.
Well, Shadow Sun's
has she got now?
100 points.
Oh, what's she now?
100.
100. Hang on, let me just find her.
She was about 140, I think.
Commander Shadow Sun was 140.
Yeah, she's down to 100.
40 points. Shadow Sun, and she's the best one. She is by far the best one.
Farsight. What was Farsight? He was 120.
Farsight Marksman.
No, Farsight.
Oh, Farsight.
Commander Farsight.
Commander Farsight was
120, I think.
He was 120.
Down to 90. Oh yeah.
Holy heck! Tau have had a massive drop. Broadside battle suits. You hate those.
Right.
Oh, we do.
110 for 1.
90.
I'll tell you what, if you're a Tau player, you are laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. What else can we go for, which is going to make me feel all good? Oh, what about stealth battle suits?
Stealth battle suits?
They were 75.
Only 60. So you dropped a little bit.
Wait, but they still dropped 15.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Piranhas? Oh, no, they stayed the same.
Piranhas stayed the same. Oh, what else is there? Long Strike?
Long Strike. He was about 160, wasn't
170?
170. 140. For those of you that can't see, my heart is dying.
Yeah.
And I played against Tau a few times, and I don't like it.
I don't like Tau. And now there's going to be more of them.
Well, all right, out of interest, though, because in 10th, I haven't been using the basic guys, because what are Breacher teams now? Have they changed?
Yep.
Okay, so Breacher teams were, and I didn't take the teams, they wasn't good, 115.
90.
Oh my god.
5-point saving. You are literally.
My god.
You're changing a couple. Well, if you had a couple of units, you're now adding in something like a Farsight or something like a Shadow Sun, or even, depending on what units you're getting Crisis battle suits for free on top of what you had in your list before.
Sugar.
Yeah.
That's Devilfish changed.
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding me. What's Devilfish now? 95 points it was.
75.
So another 20-point saving.
So on the Devilfish and Breachers combo, we've saved 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody listening to that? 40-point saving on a Devilfish combo? That isn't bad. All right, Strike Team. 100 points for Strike Team.
80 points.
Oh, every single unit has got a 20-point saving.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
This is literally just, it's going to be a horde.
Yeah.
Horde of fish.
Not being funny, a Fish of Fury list.
There's going to be a lot of fury, that's for sure.
But the thing is that because what I've always wanted, I like having the big mechs, but then having your Fish of Fury to jump in and take objectives and stuff. But they've just been too expensive to do that, really.
Yeah.
So now suddenly you're going, actually, that's making it a real possibility again.
The savings that you're making on your big things, means that you're if you had 2,000 points before, you're probably looking at maybe 1,700
Oh,
points.
I tell you, what, I'm looking forward to updating my
You've probably-
app and lists on that one.
You've probably got about 300 points extra that you can play with.
My.
250 to 300 points, I would hazard a guess, depending on what units you're running. For you, I would say you've probably got that 250 points.
I'm liking that. And also the thing is that the way that I would look at that as well is I'm not only thinking, okay, I'm bringing more units. That's not how Tau need to think now. Now I'm thinking I'm bringing more units. So that means more units to spot.
Yeah.
More units to be guided, more units. So I've got more units, and that means in return, more units hitting on threes.
Yep.
That's sounding good. There you go. Any of you Tau players watching, I'd love to hear in the comments what you think about that, because I'm feeling excited by Tau. I really am.
Oh, I bet you are.
I like it. It might not help. I mean, it's still to be seen how good those rules are, even with a few extra units in the list. But I think that's a real positive step forward. I think I'm quite excited by that.
Oh, I'm just having a look here quickly, just going through. Chaos Space Marines. Guess the pointage of Abaddon.
What was he before?
600, hopefully.
That was 9th edition Abaddon.
Hang on. Chaos Space Marines.
I was justified.
Hang on, Chaos Space Marines. I'm going into data sheet. So Abaddon the Despoiler
260.
was 280.
It's 310 now. 310.
310.
That's
310 points for Abby.
He's good, but that's a
He ain't that good as we did our demi play
wow.
the other day.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that is certainly interesting.
Anything else you want to look at?
I'm just having what's no Chosen have gone. Chosen are now 110 for 5. I think they weren't far off that anyway.
Chosen were 115.
Yeah, so they've dropped a little bit. What was a Forge Fiend?
A Forge Fiend was 165.
Oh, it's gone up to 180.
Oh,
Yeah, Obliterators?
oh no, these are the ones I hope doubled in price.
You may be happy about this.
Yeah.
Obliterators were 160 for 2.
170 for 2 now.
Oh, they have gone up. Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, Venom Crawler. They were on 95 or 100 points.
Venom Crawler was 140.
Oh, was it 140? Isn't that high? Oh, it's gone down then. I thought they were cheaper than that. They're 120 now.
Oh, you like a Venom Crawler?
I do like a Venom Crawler.
Yeah.
And especially every time they kill a unit, they get +1 attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're very
tasty.
good.
That's quite tasty. I like that.
Something that is not good. What's Disco Lord?
What's his name?
Lord Discordant. On Hellstalker.
Lord Discordant on the Hellstalker was 220.
190. I mean, he's still terrible, but
Still
I love it.
atrocious.
That's my favourite Chaos model.
It is cool. It is.
I have one and it is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Lord of Skulls, what's he done? 480 he was.
Lord of Skulls.
Yeah, Corn Lord of Skulls. I've never seen one, so I'm just interested.
I can't find. Oh, Corner of the Squad stays home. 480.
Okay.
Funnily enough, just having a quick look at Agents of the Imperium.
Okay, we're going to agents. We're jumping about, everybody.
I already know what the points are.
Okay.
The Calidus Assassin was 115 points.
Yeah.
Because it was a Vect and it had loads of shenanigans. It's gone down to 90. Which is surprising.
I was going to say, reducing the points on something which everyone was taking.
Everyone was taking a Calidus.
But do you think that's been done now because actually what it can Vect has been reduced dramatically?
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
But then they haven't changed the movement shenanigans, and actually that was a big thing that the Calidus had. Otherwise, all the rest of the things are about the same.
Nice.
His action squads are 110 points over 100, and Voidsman at arms.
What was it that everyone was taking from those, which is 35 points?
Exactions.
And it's still 35 points for 5?
No, you can't take 5. You can only take 10.
That's what you were saying earlier. That's
you can only take 10.
You can now only take 10.
And 110 points.
110 points, yeah. So
I think
gone hard for the
you've got
expensive armies. Gone is a very cheap unit.
You've got Voidsman at arms, and they're 5 models and they're 50 points. Still quite expensive.
What they don't have is because the Exaction Squad, didn't it? That had a 400 pain or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So that was why people were taking them, and now we've got an issue where actually you got 50 points for 5, which are hold your objective, but are going to die if you sneeze on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like it. I like it. Let's go Have you finished? Anything else you want to go there? Okay, let's go Chaos Demons. I'm interested in Chaos Demons. Now, my little boys in the past, the Beasts of Nurgle was 75 points.
Beasts of Nurgle have dropped down by 5. So
okay.
70.
Okay, I'll take that. I do like the Beast of Nurgle. What about what else am I interested in? What about Great Unclean One? Everyone, as you can see, I'm going down the Nurgle route here.
What was he?
280.
250.
Cheeky.
Well, do you know what? I think that is really fair because although he takes a bit more to kill, his output is pretty poor.
Yeah. What was Shalaxi Hellbane?
Shalaxi Hellbane.
So this is a meta kind of.
Because I don't have Shalaxi. I don't know.
No.
400 points.
Gone up by 50, which is understandable actually because everyone used to just soup in Shalaxi because ridiculous output and exceptionally hard to kill, and I think lone
Plague Drones was 123.
125.
No.
No, sorry, wrong one.
120.
120. They've changed.
Okay. What about my favourite Rotty? He was 285.
Rotty the Grotty.
Rottigus. 260.
Ooh. 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
What was Bellicor?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Bellicor.
Considering he's a staple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big belly.
325.
It's gone up.
Has he?
Yeah, he's 350.
Oh, 25 points up. That's a bit of a shot.
Let's look with what was his Soul Grinder as well?
Oh yeah, I liked my Soul Grinder. Always good, but lots of people taking it.
I think it's gone down, but I'm not 100%.
Soul Grinder was 215.
Yes, down to 200.
Ooh.
So it looks like they've actually made they've upped what they need. Chaos Demons are one of those, if you wanted to build into it, could be really good, but if you don't build into the exact right thing, then you really struggle.
What about Scarbrand? I've got some corn as well.
Scarbrand's
365 he was.
345.
So another one that you didn't really see. So most Chaos Demons lists that you were seeing in tournaments were basically the big four.
What was the Lord of Change? Because that was one that was in a lot of lists.
Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look. Lord of Change, he was 230.
260.
Yeah, so all these big ones that you're seeing, basically seeing, Lord of Change, Shalaxi Hellbane, Kairos Fate Weaver.
What about Bloodthirster?
And the Bloodthirster.
300 was Bloodthirster.
320, yeah. So again, gone up.
Yeah. So every one which was part of the big ones, and looking at then what's the plague? What would be Plague Bearers? Because Plague Bearers were 10 for 149.
No, they're now 10 for 125.
Okay, so and that was a big thing, wasn't it? Is that everyone was taking the big stuff because actually the small units were
what was the Changeling? I was about 65 or 75, I think.
I remember that. That's under the.
Yeah, just
stupid. The Changeling. That was 75.
Yeah, up to 90 because again, that's one that people were souping in because I can't remember why. It's either a vector or it had some sort of ability.
Out of just Bloodletters 160.
140.
Yeah, so they've dropped the troops basically, the basic infantry to try and encourage more of that. Blood Crushers out of interest. 123.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that's kind of Chaos Demon. A bit of run through. Sorry what about Slimux? Particular Slimux. 120.
Ridiculous Slimux.
I liked him. 120.
Ridiculous. 120 still.
No, it stayed the same.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting from Chaos Demons.
Go on, let's have a quick look at Necrons.
Exactly. Look at Necrons.
Love a Necron. So once again, this is another one of mine. Love Necrons. What should we go down the route?
Let's just have a look at the old Transcending Catan. Come on, let's see what that was.
Well,
it's changed.
The Super Catan.
Well, Transcendent Super Catan is now he's broken, so we don't know. Thanks, Adam. He was 280.
Gone up to 300.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
What was the Tesseract for?
Oh no, please, God. Please, for the love of God, let the Tesseract Vault be down by half. 425.
375. Well, it will be if I tell you, check what a monolith is.
Oh, please, God, tell me that has gone down. Monolith was 385.
350.
Everybody,
So that's 1,000 points, 1,085 points with 2 monoliths and a Tesseract Vault.
keep watching the channel. You're now going to see return of my Necron list with a Tesseract Vault and 2 monoliths.
I'll play
That's
against it with
coming.
tank.
That's coming back.
This list.
That's coming
Yeah.
back. Oh
Really
my
think so.
god, that is exciting. That is exciting. So, what about Silent King?
Yeah, I was going to say
Silent
what's
King's changed.
470.
He's dropped.
420. I thought he would go up.
That's tasty. That's tasty.
I'm quite surprised that the Catan shards haven't changed, apart from the Super one. Nightbringer, Void Dragon, and Deceiver are all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they haven't. They're not. I think they're correctly pointed. I think. I don't think. See them.
Yeah, they're not too bad,
Okay.
to be fair.
Here's the next thing. Then let's go down the route of Necron Warriors. That's always a staple in people's lists. Have
Yep,
they changed?
they've changed.
120.
110.
Ooh, 10 points off them. Okay. Now this is the big one. Lich Guard.
Oh,
95 for 5. Gone up. Has to have gone up.
115.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's a big one.
But compared to everything else, that's
True,
it's not
true.
too
Well,
bad.
but funny, you're offsetting it. So really, that means that if you're taking where that's going to affect you is if you're someone who took 2 big blobs of Lich Guard,
Yeah.
whereas I've only played with 1 blob of Lich Guard and other things to do it around it.
Yeah.
So that means that actually I'm offsetting it, where some people are going to be hit harder by that.
Locust Heavy Destroyers?
Now they are monstrous. They deserve a points increase, probably 45 points for 1.
I've only gone up by 5.
Well, I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
really take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about one of my favourite models, but actually I haven't played yet because I thought it was a bit expensive. What about Illuminor Ceres? 220.
185.
Now that's worth putting on a table now. So that is, if you don't know, that's movement 7, toughness 8, 2 up save, 9 wounds, and a 4 up invuln. But ability wise, it's also got a 4 up feel no pain. And if you're within 3 inches of another friendly unit, you have a lone operative, so you're untargetable outside of 12.
Yeah.
And anything within 6 inches of him, he improves their armor penetration by 1, and any attack which hits them, he reduces the armor penetration by 1.
That is so powerful.
Think of him near a couple of units of warriors.
Yep. What about Reanimator?
Oh, no, that better stay the same.
Well, it hasn't.
Or it better have done. It's telling you it should have done. It's rude.
Canoptic.
Canoptic. So that's how it starts. Canoptic Reanimator. It was 95.
It's gone up to 105.
10 points.
10 points. Crypto Thralls have gone up, I think.
Yeah. So Crypto Thralls were 40. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, they're up to 60.
Yeah, well, not
For
with
2.
With the 4 up feel no pain, I think they deserved it.
Yeah. Doomsday Arc.
Oh, what's the Doomsday Arc done? But that's gone on, isn't it? Stupid things. Oh, so many C's in Doomsday Arc was 185.
210.
Oh, that's a bit painful.
Yeah.
That's a bit painful.
So actually now where we're sitting going, we're offsetting some things from the Lich Guard. When you start actually totting that up, you're not offsetting that much.
No. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You're kind of
Exactly.
keeping it the same at the moment, aren't you? What about Ghost Arc out of interest? 125.
Say the same.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, now here, paying for sins, Hexmark Destroyer was 70. People were taking it as like 3 of them. It has to have gone up.
Yeah, only 80.
Okay, 10 points.
Yeah, which is fairly.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I think.
Do you know what? The best news of the night is that my Tesseract Vault and Monoliths have dropped in price. I am on that.
I bet you are.
So, out of interest, try Praetorians because they 135 for 5. They no one use them because they're far too expensive.
They've changed. What did you say it was?
135.
Triarch. Yeah.
120.
15. I'm still not sure that's worth putting them on the table. 9-inch movement, but toughness 5, 3 up save. I'm still not sure. Convinced by them. Okay, but good news, everybody. Get out your Tesseract Vaults. So I'm saying, let's all have a Tesseract Vault party, and everyone's welcome. I love that. Do you know what? I don't think Necrons have had an issue there.
No.
I think the strongest units, which we all when we played, we know that the strongest units have got a little increase, a little bit of an issue, but then actually some of the other bits which weren't so good, bit of a decrease. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look over the Space Marine ones that I missed. Aggressors have gone down by 10 points. They're now 100.
Okay, that's nice for my salamander list.
Yeah,
That's
200 for 6. Yeah, Brutalis Dreadnoughts dropped from 170 to 150. Or Ballistas, sorry.
Oh, blisters.
Ballistas Dreadnoughts 170 to 150. Brutalis is 175. Blade Guard have gone down to 90 points.
Oh, interesting. Nice.
Quite good. Captain of Gravis Armor's gone down to 80. Which is quite nice. Quite like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eliminators have gone down. Desolations have gone up. Darnath Lysander with his 2+ invuln has gone down to 105.
Oh,
Or is that?
come on.
I think that's going down. Yeah.
Come on. What's
I
going
think
on
he was
there?
115. Heavy Intercessors for 5 has gone from 110 to 15, so slight little changes there. Inceptors, funnily enough, haven't changed. And they're the ones that I would have thought would have gone up as well.
Yeah.
But they're exactly the same. Intercessors have gone down to 85 for Intercessors now. Quite interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. For such a good...
For, sticky objectives and things like that. Land Raider gone down to 240 from 265.
Okay.
I think it was 265. And there's so many Space Marine things. It's unreal.
Oh yeah, it just keeps going, doesn't it? But
Outriders.
Sounding interesting. There's points drops.
Vindicators down to 190.
Nice. Nice.
Torgaradon down to 90 points.
What? Why would you, GW? Why would you?
Torgaradon with his
getting all the fanboys ready for the Codex, aren't they?
strength 14 minus 4 damage, 5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Yeah, you have to get me first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Necron Warriors in the way, and my Tesseract Vault will just shoot you from afar. Take that.
They'll have to shoot. They'll have to shoot through the Land Raider.
I'm going to times arrow you. Devastating wounds, anti-character 4-up. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does it? Devastating wounds, anti-character 4-up. 6 damage.
Into a Land Raider.
Well, yeah, when he gets out.
Oh, yeah, but by that he's only getting out and then charging.
Well, yeah, he charges my Necron Warriors, and I'll shoot with my Tesseract Vault.
And then other Warriors come back.
That's my plan. But see, that's the thing. Times arrow still works because times arrow is anti-character, 4-up, and devastating wounds. Well, that's quite nice because you can't save it.
It's not affected by.
It's not affected by it because you only want to kill one model anyway.
Anything with anti-character and precision with devastating is still as potent as it always was.
Yeah, precision, anti-character, and devastating wounds. Good night, sweet prince. Still looking forward to that times arrow one-shotting one of your important characters. I just love it. That's good. Leigh, anything you want to go for?
Drukhari, I am loving it massively.
Oh, here we go. Drukhari player. See Xenos love. We're all getting excited by the Xenos here. No one's getting excited by the boring stuff. It's the Xenos which we're loving.
We are.
That's because they're going to burn things.
Okay.
So the first one I'm really surprised, Scourges, which is the winged Dark Lance.
Oh, they've never gone down.
They've gone down.
They can't have done because they're not being funny, right? So anyone, Scourges, winged, movement 14, deep strike.
I don't think they can deep strike, but
deep strike.
They've
got deep strike. These things. Deep strike, movement 14, and they all come down holding dark lances.
And after they've shot, they can move up to 7 inches or something. After
up to 6 inches.
It's basically they can battle focus after.
So they can deep strike, shoot, and then disappear behind a building, so you can't do anything about them.
Yes.
Okay, and so they were 120 points for
5. They're now 110.
Anything else you want to enjoy?
Characters, they're still not great, but
hang on, stop. Void Raven Bomber, please.
Stay the same.
Has it stayed the same?
It has.
So
I can't wait to get one.
195.
Yeah.
195. Do you know what? I am tempted to with my Corsair army to just get all the Eldari and the Drukhari.
That would be pretty fun.
That would be nice. Tell me the Ravager's gone. Or is it which one's the one I'm thinking of? Ravager or Raider?
Ravager is the free bright lance.
Oh, okay, so 95 points it was.
So that's gone up to 115.
Ooh.
This is probably
that's
of the Yunari. This is a
the Yunari.
The knock-on effect with the Yunari.
Yeah.
But they are still good for 115.
I was going to say, for 115, I still think they were.
But, the Lilith and Succubuses, the witches.
Lilith Esperax. So Lilith was 105, Lilith.
She's 85.
And what would you say? Witches?
Witches, which were terrible, and they still are, but
110.
they're now 90.
I take witches
There
with
will be some witches.
Lilith.
With Lilith?
Because
Drazar?
you're just going for massive volume
now
of
he
attacks.
can't have dropped.
Drazar.
Drazar was 105.
90.
Oh god.
Incubi have gone down.
Okay, the Incubi with Drazar. So
With
he's
Drazar.
already dropped 85 for 5.
80 for 5.
Okay, 5 points, I'll take that.
What was Wax? Because I need to get some.
Wax.
Wax.
Right.
Oh, wax.
Homunculus Wax. Wax.
65.
They're 60 for 5 now.
Oh my.
They're pretty good with their 4 up fill no pain or 5
yeah.
up fill no pain.
Yeah.
Like
Cavalites, which are basically staples in Metalists at the minute.
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing where you want your drops because actually it needs to be what they no it doesn't want 120.
So with all the profile options, which are Dark Lancers, Shredders, Blasters, 110. They've gone down 10 points.
That's quite nice. That's quite nice.
The Homunculus, or the named character Urine Rarecuff.
Homunculus was 75.
That's 60.
Nice.
Urine
was 105.
80.
That's a drop.
Raiders have stayed the same. Mandrakes, they're in Metalists.
Mandrakes 70 for 5.
65.
Ooh.
Helions. I don't have any Helions. They weren't great.
Little flyers. 110 for 5. They were.
100.
Yeah. Yeah. A toughness. 14-inch movement's nice, but toughness 4, 5 up save with the 6 up in.
Yeah. Just.
What are they hitting on? So they're all hitting with sustain hits 1, 3 attacks each, 3s, 4s, -1, 2.
what's a Kronos?
Kronos. That's like the.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it
50
is.
points for 1.
They
Oh,
stay
so
the
they
same.
stay-
So Kronoses and Taloses have stayed the same.
Oh,
And considering the Kronoses are really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're both really good at the minute. That's
Okay.
pretty good. Grotesques. I would have liked them to go down, but they've stayed the same.
Okay.
But yeah, to be fair, that's the massive. Everything's gone down. Main things.
Interesting.
So I've got like 120 points extra now. I need to fit.
So we're all looking at what happens.
GW's website.
Yeah, we're all looking at what happens with Jakari when they come on the table. We look forward to that. I'm only going to mention Tyranids because obviously I've got hopefully the Codex arriving on Saturday. Exciting first Codex 10th coming, and I have got Tyranids, which is nice. So I'm looking forward to using those. I mean, it's hard with it because there's some new models and stuff, but there has been changes to Tyranids. Anyone?
I'm assuming these are a reflection of the Codex.
I think so.
they are,
That's the
yes.
thing is that I would
Like
think
this
so.
GW announced that there wasn't going to be any major changes to Tyranids. And
Yeah, although I thought that I've heard somewhere in the Codex that Ripper Swarms are 15 points, but the thing is that now it's saying that Ripper Swarms are different on it.
The 20.
20. But you see, the thing is that you can now take Ripper Swarms as single.
Yeah.
One single unit of Ripper Swarms, one single model of Ripper Swarms. Deep strike shooters.
that's annoying.
20 points, which you could just drop. Deep strike. One small Ripper unit.
That's annoying.
So you can just drop it and score your points.
That's really annoying. Do they have an OC? Surely they
No,
do.
they don't have an OC.
Okay, so you can't do actions. You can move. Can you?
Well, yeah. Because if it's like instead of shooting,
Oh yeah.
the only thing I can't do is if they hold an objective.
Yeah.
But actually, they'd still be able to deep strike and do that sort of stuff. And also, I can still put a deep strike, a 20-point small unit in front of you to stop you moving.
Yes, you can.
One little Ripper.
Oh
no, I can't get through it.
I think that's looking quite nice.
Can I step over this? No, I can't.
Unless I'm Titanic.
I'm a 10-foot custodian. Can I step over this small Ripper? No,
exactly.
I cannot.
You are not allowed. Now, the one thing which I'm sure everybody at home is wanting to know is Mr. Tickle. Has Mr. Tickle changed? The Toxic Cream.
Oh,
Toxic Cream. Mr. Tickle, all the arms. 200 points he was.
180.
180.
Mr. Tickle's cheaper.
What else is there? Zoanthropes, I guarantee, have gone up.
What were they?
They were 90 for 3.
Yeah, 110.
Assume that was going to happen. Tyrannofex, because Tyrannofex has lost its. Tyrannofex has lost it because it did have an ability which was subtract 1 from damage, and now it's got just a one-off Just turn it to 0, which is worse. 200 points. That's my effects.
245.
Oh, they nerfed its ability and they put it up by 45
They've
points.
nuked it.
45 points.
They have nuked.
I didn't think that was. You're talking about the rupture cannon. 2 shots sitting on 3, strength 18, -4, 2d6 damage. I still don't think that's too.
That's good, but it's fucking swinging.
And he's only toughness 12, 2 up save, 16 wounds. No invuln, no anything else like that. I do.
What was the Swarm Lord? What was Swarmy?
Swarmy was 250.
That's 270.
Oh, no. No. Oh, but let's be honest, the one which I loved, my mother Turvicon. 200 points for Turvy. My little lady squidges out some
200.
Yeah. Down to
190.
190.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 10 points.
Yeah.
Buggers. Get out of it.
What were Hormigans?
Have they changed?
Mm-hmm.
Hormigans changed. They were 70 for 10.
65.
I guess Harris specs have changed as stayed the same.
Harris specs.
Yes, stay the same.
Yeah.
Gene Stealers. Come on.
They've changed.
90 points for 5.
85.
Oh, 5 points off. 10 points off for a 10 because I've got my next army here and I'm building. So off the new codex, I'm going down the route of wanting the Vanguard Invaders.
What was Death Leaper?
Death Leaper. Vanguard Invaders just because I love shenanigans, movement shenanigans, any naughtiness like that. 80 points for a Death Leaper to start with.
Gone down to 70.
Nice. I like it. That's cool. What about Winged Hive Tyrant out of interest? Because that's another one which looks good on my list.
It's changed.
Winged Hive Tyrant 195.
210.
Oh, it's gone up a little bit. 15 points. Oh well. Winged Tyrannid Prime. That's something which is going to go in my army. 80 points.
65.
Oh Christ! So actually, suppose if I take my plan list with a Winged Tyrannid Prime and a Hive Tyrant, basically it works out the same price as what I paid for before.
Yeah.
Did they mention the points for the detachment enhancements? Or did they mention anything about the enhancements? Because they're all here with points.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did. I think they've changed on there.
I got all the enhancements here.
Yeah, so something like, for example, can you see on the Vanguard one, Neuro Node was 30?
Yeah, it's still 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chameleonic 15.
Yeah.
Hunting Grounds 20.
I think those are the same. From what I've seen, they have the same prices. Yeah. So Neuro Node, nice. Neuro Node is, have you seen Neuro Node? Vanguard Invader Detachment.
See it. I have seen them, but
the best redeploy after you've set up and after you've rolled the dice
to see who goes first.
Yeah. Then you can redeploy 3 of your Vanguard Invader units. So what that means is, hello, unit of 6 von Ryan Lee.
You've got to have the codex to get it on the app.
Yeah. Oh, so
cheeky bastard! So I can't look at it.
No, well,
locked content.
You can look at mine. So Neuronode. But imagine, hello, unit of 6 von Ryan Leapers with fight first. How do I get first turn? Well, then I shall just put them 9 inches away from you.
Yeah.
And then I shall just throw it into you. There's a few ones like that. I'm like, oh, actually, just chucking stuff into your army with fight first, killing off 1 unit, and then how about an 8-inch scout move with my Gene Stealers moving forwards?
So like basically they give a Phantasm Eldar Knight.
Yeah, So I love Gene Stealers and all that sort of stuff. So I love the whole idea of lictors and things like that.
They are fully they've fully blocked all of Tyrannid stuff.
Yeah,
have they?
Mm-hmm.
They blocked Tyrannid.
So I can't look at any Tyrannid stuff now.
No.
Well, not even the basic data sheets.
Nope.
Oh my. Okay, so I'm still looking at it because I haven't updated my app.
Yep, they've done it all. I thought they were keeping it for free.
Well, also as well, it seems silly that they've done that before they've locked it, even before the actual codex is released.
Yep.
If anybody wants to play a game tonight, they can't because they're still waiting for Saturday's release date.
Yeah.
That's a bit random.
Oh, GW.
Oh, you naughty little scamps.
You cheeky little bugger.
Yes. Okay.
So we're still going to buy the codexes.
Yeah, we are. And for
As
me,
if we don't have
that
all the
means
armies, so we need them
I know,
anyway.
for me, that
Well,
means
I am too. I haven't got to get credits for these 12 months. I'm alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas me, I'm going to be bloody buying them left, right, and centre, aren't I? That's the thing. Right. So, how do we feel? Do we feel like we've gone through everything we wanted to go through for tonight? We haven't done everything.
The only one thing as well left for me to mention.
Oh,
Magnus is an absolute
Papa
bargain.
Magnus.
I'm glad we're all wearing black for this announcement. Oh, so much.
Papa Magnus.
Touching the patch.
Big Magnus, old one eye.
Daddy Magno.
Daddy Magno. What was he? A whole.
Okay, here we go. We're going to Thousand Suns, everybody. Lee's other army. Now, Thousand Suns. We've all played against them, and they were a bit filthy.
Yeah, they were.
But Magnus was 410 points,
which was a lot of points.
Was a lot of points, but you could kind of go actually for 410. I'm justifying that he is
good.
Very good.
He was good.
But you're at the upper end of justifying that.
Yeah. No, 440.
30 points on top of that. You kind of go, But 30 points doesn't sound like a lot when you go, oh, he's still, still 400 odd points.
But everything else has gone up as well.
That's when you start to hit it.
You don't mind that if everything else has stayed the same.
Armor's gone up. Rubrics have gone up. Scarabs have gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the force speed has gone up. Mutator vortex speed has gone up.
That's not. So you're taking what was already a fairly elite army if you're going to take Magnus because you're not going to have that many units.
Yep.
And you're making them kind of.
Well, you've lost the unit basically.
With my current list that I did against you, I'm 165 over, which is a unit. Let's face it, something that's pretty not elite, but not not the most.
They're not hordes.
That's an interesting jump, isn't it? That is an interesting jump.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's me.
That's be interesting then.
I think it will be. I think it'll be cool. So there you go. So I think out of interest, Imperial Knights, has anything changed for them? Just thinking about what I'm going to play against.
A little bit, but nothing major.
What have you? Tell me how many you've got. Which we can look at. Castellan, haven't you?
I've got a Castellan, but that's still 600.
Same points.
What is it now? I'm just having a look. What was it? 600?
565 it was.
565 for a knight. Yeah, it's still the same. So the ones that have gone up, the small baby knights, the armigers have gone up by 5 points, so they're 150 now.
So
Canis Rex has gone to 460, and I think he was about 420.
We have a look at Canis Rex. But he was a popular one to take, wasn't he?
Oh, he's a beast.
490 he was.
Yeah. Oh, 490. So he's gone down to 460. Surprising. Everything else has stayed the same.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think that's cool. Out of interest because I know Adam's other army is one of orcs. I'm just interested in how they fare.
Several changes. There are several changes.
Let's have a think. So now the one which I want to check, what's Gazgal Thraka done? Because I still find it very hard to believe that 235 points for Gazgal Thraka was.
He's the same.
He stayed. Was in good or bad?
Well, I just thought he just could be a little bit cheaper.
But you got to get through Makari as well.
Okay.
It was 2 up in
true. What about the Stomper? 800 points it was. Come on, tell me. It's now 300.
Stayed the same. I did watch a tournament where someone took 2 Stompers.
Yeah, and how was that?
Only lost to Thousand Suns.
Do you know what? If ever I did,
not anymore.
If ever I did orcs, 2 Stompers would be the way to go. I tell you, awesome. Tasty good. I love that idea.
I don't think there's massive changes. To be fair, Knobs 105 for 5, and I would say they were probably about
115. So 10 points down.
Points.
Okay, so it's staying the same roughly.
Death Copters have gone to 100 for 3. I think that's probably going down.
115.
Yeah, so they're dropping a little bit. What was a Morkanaut?
A Morkanaut was 350.
Down to 330, and a Gorkanaut's gone down to 280.
Okay, I think the Gorkanaut was cheaper anyway.
Yeah, Gorkanaut was cheaper anyway.
Let's have a look. It was 295.
Yeah, so Morkanauts and Gorkanauts have gone down a little bit. What's Kilrig?
Oh, yes, that's always going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah.
220?
Down to 200.
Oh, 20 points off a kill ring. That's interesting.
Looks like it's the time of the wah.
So, many of the vehicles, the sort of speed freaks ones gone. Like I don't know. Let's say like things like the squid buggy or the dragster or something like that.
Yeah, the squid boys.
Squid buggy. You've got the rocket truck squid buggy. 110.
Yeah, hasn't changed.
Jump dragster.
Don't think it's changed.
No.
Okay, so they're all staying the same.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you probably eke out another unit.
Yeah, I just know because Adam's got quite a few different orcs things, so it's just interesting for him what that looks like.
It looks like some things have dropped a little bit, but actually most things have still
Absolutely
the same.
Well, I'm pretty sure we've covered pretty much all of our armies now, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah, I don't. Looking down the list, I mean, we've got Space Wolves, but who cares about them?
No, there's Space Marines, and he's not here and he can't see us, so it doesn't matter.
No, exactly. Yeah, so that's okay. Yeah, and really, like I said, we've touched on Grey Knights, and we've touched on Gene Stealer cults. Let me just look at Gene Stealer cults a second.
Aberrants have gone up.
Aberrants then. So Aberrants, who now can only come back on a 5-up, they were 165 points for 5.
185. 20 points.
Yeah, that's 20 points for 5. So you've got 40 points for your group of 10.
That's incredibly painful.
What about my favourite, the Abominant, who goes with, please tell me he's gone down.
Stay the same.
75. Oh, crud. Out of interest, Atalan hybrids, because I think 75 points is a bit painful, and it's 75 points.
Atalan hybrids.
The
Atalan hybrids, sorry.
75 for 5.
85 points. What about your jackals?
I don't care about jackals. 80 points for 5.
So they've gone up. 90.
You know what? Because the thing is, what I'm holding out for is the codex, because I want my melee Gene Stealer cults back. I'm not fussed about this shooting malarkey.
What were your pure strains?
Pure strain Gene Stealers, better not have touched them. That was 90 points for 5.
They've gone down. 85 points for 5. Reductor Saboteur?
Reductor Saboteur. No, I liked her when I played with her. I liked her.
Yeah.
55.
Up by 10.
Now listen, the Patriarch has to have gone down 85 points for 1.
Same.
Fudge biscuits. Primus would have gone up because he's part of that stupid Tropper bomb thing. 70 points he was.
90.
Oh my god. Right, Neophyte Hybrids was the other one. Neophytes 80 for 10. 90 for 10. Oh my god. Horrendous.
Nexus has gone to 60. Biophages has gone to 60.
No, not my Biophages. He didn't do anything.
And you've got to play a premium.
He's gone up by 10 points. He did bugger all.
Achilles Ridge Runners.
What's that?
Up to 85.
Up to 85? God, that's another 10 points on top of that.
Yeah.
What about... right, okay.
Your Rock Grinders.
No, stayed the same. Didn't even bother dropping a Rock Grinder.
Rock Grinders and
no one took
Goliath Trucks. Yeah, stayed the same.
Stayed the same. Of course they have, because obviously that was good. Kellamorph?
Kelly has stayed
55,
the same.
stayed the same.
Your enhancement's gone up. No, that's not joking.
Okay, average Sanctus? 50, stayed the same, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh my... I tell you what, that's painful. That is really painful. So everything which you have to take has gone up.
Yep.
There isn't anything there which has not got. There's not alternative choices.
No. Yeah.
So you see what I mean? Everything's gone up. So you're taking less of a very fragile army, and you're now only getting them back on a 5.
Yeah.
Good luck, GSC. Let's see how you get on.
You've had your day in the sun.
You had your 3 months.
Yeah, I haven't. I refuse to play them.
You might play them now.
Wish I had them.
Crack on. Don't mind them anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will play them now. They're like
no more movement shenanigans, and they can die easier and not come back. Oh, fine. You can have less of them.
Dear, oh dear, that's not good. Cool. Well, I'm pretty sure that we've gone through all the ones which we wanted to look at.
The ones that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. So, obviously, we've talked about Legion of Votan. They're getting better, and I'm guessing they've had some points drops.
That's a good point.
For Adam, let's just have a look at some leagues of Votan.
There certainly changes.
The whole.
Don't tell me they've got a better thing, and they've got. I'm fed up of 9th being bloody Votan.
What a Thunderkin. The Thunderkin were
fucking
good.
Dicks, that's what they are.
They are fucking dicks, yeah.
Right, okay. Brokia Thunderkin, 95 for 3.
Down to 75.
You're joking.
Yeah. Hearthkin Warriors?
Oh, he's Halfkin Warriors. Oh, okay. They were 135.
110.
Jesus.
Honky Tonk Land Fortress?
Now that better have gone up.
It hasn't.
245.
225.
Oh my god, he's gonna be laughing with his one eye.
Saggy Tour?
Saggy Tour, these better have gone. 120.
100.
Fudge biscuits.
Hernkin Pioneers. These are his bikes, so I remember.
Oh, these better not. 105.
Fucking 90. Adam's probably got another unit that he can fit into his army.
I would say he's probably got 2.
If
Yeah?
not 2, yeah. Actually, yeah, he probably has.
Okay, out of interest, what about just the normal basic? Was it the Warriors? Isn't it? Halfkin Warriors. Have we done them?
Yeah, I've done them. Einhir Hearthguard. He uses those. They're pretty good. There's the big exoskeleton guys on.
165.
Yeah, 150.
Sugar. I'm a bit worried about that. But the Sagittor, I'm gonna be funny. That's a hard army to get through in a way.
That is. Yeah, Carl.
Carl, you asked that you can give out these things. 90 points.
70.
Oh my god! Everything is saving.
Ufa is now 90.
Everything.
Yeah, he is really.
He is terrible, yeah.
Einhir Champion, he's gone down to 60. He was probably about 80, I think. Brock here, Iron Master.
75 was.
Oh, yeah. Brock here, Iron Master's gone down to 65.
He was 75.
Yeah, Grimnir's gone down to 65. He's the Psycho guy.
Yeah, he was 75. That's my favourite model of it.
Yeah.
So everything's gone basically down from 10 to by 10
to 20 points.
GW, we're going to have words about this, all right?
No one cares about dwarfs.
You cannot give Adam's armies buffs. It ruins our fun.
Yeah. Unless, to make up for it, you can send us, the rest of us, the new things that are coming out.
Yes.
So we can feature them. I want a Lancer.
I knew he was going to say a Lancer.
And I don't want to spend £130 on it.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. So that's a whistle-stop tour of the data slate.
We have debated the slate.
We have debated the slate while we sat here and
vegetate. Just make fun of
vegetated. Vegetate. That was what I was going to say.
At some point, I'm pretty sure he masticated.
Is that a word?
Yes, chewing, you fool.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I'm exacerbated. Whatever that word is. It's too late. It's pretty late now. Okay, so...
And Leigh's going to go home and... Oh, it's been a long week already for two of us.
He was quite excited by the Jakari, so I won't put it past him.
Yeah.
I've got my Tesseract Vault to go home to, so I'm happy.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he hasn't got a Transcendent Catan in it.
That means there's space for something else. We're transcending.
Just put Traz in it.
Oh, yeah, Traz. Oh, did he go down?
No, they say the same.
He's got such a crud rule. Oricon's fine, but Trazin deserves better.
I'm still going to do a list with both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. But Trazin deserves better. Just deserves better. Right, so, hopefully you've enjoyed it. This has been a nice chilled out one, just us sitting and chatting. If you do, drop in onto this and you watch to the end for some crazy reason, thanks very much. And, Adam, thanks. He can't watch to the end, can he? His eyes will bleed.
He can't watch.
If you have watched to the end and you like what you see, thanks very much. And hope you check out all our other stuff. You can catch us on all kinds of media, which you can see if you go and look up for us. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed it. If you like us doing some live sit down and chats, let us know, and we'll do a few more of them. Maybe with a fourth person here, but he farts.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. This has been the Warped Ones on our live Let's Debate the Data Slate. We will see you on the next video.
Tally ho!
Let us know what you think about your army and what's happened to them. See you on the next one. Say it again.
Tally ho!
Beautiful. Yes, we're stopping.